This video is sponsored by Factor. If you're anything like me and are starting to get real fed up with all the upcharges and fees associated with delivery, maybe it's time to give something else a try. Factor offers ready-made gourmet meals that ship straight to your door and are ready to eat in just 2 minutes. Choose from over 35 different meal options every week, including Calorie Smart, Keto, Protein Plus, and vegan or veggie options. Or check out their new snack options like breakfast, smoothies, juices, and small bites. And if you want to mix things up, Factor will even let you customize your plan every week, so you can change the number of meals that you get or even pause or reschedule entire deliveries at any time. And what better time to give them a try, because for a limited time, you can get 50% off your first Factor box and 20% off your next month of orders by using my link in the description or by scanning the QR code on screen. Thank you to Factor for sponsoring this video, and now let's get to it. Today, I'll be showing you what's easily the best item duplication in Tears of the Kingdom. The glitch we'll be using is called BID, or Bundle Item Duplication, and it was discovered by TotK. The method we'll be using was created by KiloVictor and originally used the setup in Terrytown, as I'm sure many of you have already seen in other videos, but I don't like Terrytown. I find its cull zone incredibly hard to work with, and I always have a lot of difficulty doing glitches there, like I know a lot of other people do. So rather than just deal with it, I hopped on stream and started mapping out a much easier setup. And that's what we're going to be going over today. First things first, you need to make sure that you have at least 1 or 2 eggs and at least 1 shield and melee weapon. Once you have everything, head over to the Akala Citadel ruins. You can find these just to the west of Terrytown. When you get there, you need to make your way to this slab here in the back. If you haven't been here recently, then you'll have to deal with a set of Gloom Hands, but if you don't feel like fighting those or the Phantom Ganon that comes after, you can just climb up on a wall and they'll despawn after a moment. So now we need to entangle a steering stick to a melee weapon. If you're playing on version 1.1.2 or lower, you can just use regular fuse entanglement and skip ahead to the timestamp on screen. If you're on version 1.2.0 or 1.2.1, then you'll have to use FSFE. If you don't know how to do that, I go over it in this video here. Links will be in the usual places. Next, we need to perform SDC. The easiest way to do this is to take out a hoverstone, fuse your stick to it, then turn it on and lift it up in the air. Now just ascend up, stand on the stick, then drop the item it's entangled to and mash A to mount it. Make sure that you mash B as soon as you clip through the stick to avoid going through the ground. If you do end up clipping through the ground, then just wait until you hit the water, then press B and swim around until you run out of stamina. You'll end up voiding out and respawn back up in bounds. Once that's done, you need to take out another steering stick and mount it real quick. Performing SDC locks your ability wheel, and mounting another stick just lets us unlock it again. Now just throw something at the hoverstone to bring it back down, then break the stick off it. Don't worry if the stick or the hoverstone are really heavy when you try and grab them with Ultra Hand, that's just a side effect of SDC on the stick. Don't forget to also grab the equipment that you dropped when we did SDC, making sure that you do not already have something else equipped when you pick it up. Now we need to fuse the steering stick to a shield. This will be our culling equipment. But once you've done that, we're all finished with the setup and you can go ahead and move any of that junk out of your way. Next, you need to take your entangled equipment and you need to leave it in the culling area. This is specifically the item that you don't see the steering stick attached to. More specifically, this is not your culling equipment. Now once that's down, go ahead and just follow the path that I take, making sure specifically that you go tight around this corner here. There's not really any danger there. This is just to prevent any of you from getting stuck in a stupid cull. If you do, for whatever reason, end up getting culled on the way, you can just drop your culling equipment to uncull, then pick it back up and continue on your way. If you're on version 1.1.2 or below and you get culled on the way, then you'll have to swap your culling equipment to get unculled. Unfortunately, this will break the fuse and mean that you have to redo the entanglement again, but that's easy enough to do on those versions. So once you get here, just hold one of literally any item and then slowly walk toward the edge of this platform. You're specifically aiming for this stone right here. As you get closer to the edge, Link will eventually end up getting culled. When that happens, open the menu, unhold your item, then hold an egg. Now press minus to swap to the Purapad and watch a memory. When it's finished, close the menu and the egg should fall to the ground and break. Should your egg just fall to the ground, then simply uncull by dropping your culling equipment, making sure that you pick it back up, and then try the culling bit again. Once the egg is broken, drop your culling equipment to uncull and head this way, making sure you do not put away the invisible item that you're holding. Once you're down in here, go ahead and press A to drop your invisible item in this pit, and you're ready to actually start duping. Open the menu and hold one egg. Do not unhold that egg or the glitch is going to end. To actually duplicate, just find whatever item you want to use and then hold 4 of them, or as many as you can if you don't have that many. Now close and reopen the menu, then unhold one of those items and close the menu out again. This is going to cause those 4 items we held the first time to spawn on the ground. If you open the menu again and re-hold that item that we just took away, when you close back out of the menu, those 3 items will now get pushed onto the ground. You can simply repeat this process to endlessly spawn as many of whatever item you want. Now, you may have noticed that you can't actually pick any of these items up. This is because we have an interaction lock. You can break this by holding R like you're going to throw something, jumping in any direction, and pressing up on the D-pad to select an item just before you land. This will let you take an item out in your hand, and so long as you're holding that item, you'll be able to pick things up off the ground like normal. Now, when you're done duping, simply unhold all of your items, close and reopen the menu, try holding something again. It may get glued to your hand really weird, don't worry about that. Then just close back out of the menu. That should completely free you of the state and put you back to normal. Now, if for any reason that doesn't work, simply open the menu back up again, try holding something else, and then close back out. Make sure that you also either unfuse the stick from your culling equipment or backtrack to the slab and pick up your entangled item. Otherwise, you'll get culled again if you try and walk too far away. But that's everything. As always, thank you all for watching. If you liked the video, go do the things. You know what I mean, you know where they are. But that's all for me. I'll see you in the next one.